So Libra, we have the Queen of Cups. So this is about emotional fulfillment, fulfilling your own cup. Queen of Cups is emotionally stable, nurturing, and she's all about that water energy, about that flow, going in and out, understanding that the flow of emotions. That's what I'm trying to say. I will see what else comes out, but I am seeing the King of Cups at the back of the deck. So this could be about a divine counterpart that's coming through for you. But Queen of Cups is, she has that water aspect. She always has that access to the water element, because in the traditional tarot deck she's actually sitting right by the water. So it's having that access to your emotions. It's always having that access to your emotions, being open with your emotions, being comfortable with feeling through your emotions. So if that is something that you're not comfortable with, that is just something that you might be led to in March 2024, especially with that you being a air sign, where you're often, if you're an individual that's very intellectual, you're always in your head, you think through problems. It's about feeling this month for you, Libra. That aligned so perfectly. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. So this could be someone that you're dealing with, but this can also be that you're tapping into your emotions as well as you're tapping into the Pentacles. And Queen of Pentacles is about, like the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles she naturally has everything from the earth. She knows how to nurture the earth in order to have that give and take with the earth. So it's not just like taking everything from the earth and leaving nothing, like it's barren. Queen of Pentacles understands, so it's kind of that Six of Pentacles energy, where Queen of Pentacles has that energy contract with the earth, where she gives and takes to the earth so that the earth still feels nurtured. But also the Queen of Pentacles, it's about, you have everything. You have like the pentacles. You're both abundant in the earth, in the materialism. You're abundant on the earthly plane as well as in your emotions. So this can be for March that you really need to delve into your materialism if that's not balanced, as well as your emotions. But the Queen of Pentacles also is calling you, Libra, to appreciate your good fortune, also to take care of your health, family, and finances if you want these things to do well. This is about long-term consistent effort is what reaps long-term consistent reward. And I think with the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, this is imbalancing the ability to feel into your materialism. So it's that aspect of manifestation where we're feeling into what we desire, having it all, having what we want in the material world in order, but it's still with the Pentacles, you still have to put in the work, which is that feeling. Queen of Cups, you have to put in your feelings into what you desire in this reality. Okay, we have the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is about pensive energy. It's basically waiting it out. It's basically a moment to pause, to reflect, to look at something from a different perspective. It can have an element of sacrifice, but as we can see, he's hanging from a sword. This is having a different perspective. This is having an enlightening moment where you're pausing to reflect, to see something from a different perspective, from another side. So are you looking at your situation correctly? Are you looking at it only in one way because it benefits you? And so this might be a time to take a pause and maybe sacrifice what you believe is already set in stone to maybe look at it from upside down. So it can be a sacrificial of your own beliefs, of your own thoughts, of how you thought things were going to be, in order to see things at a different perspective. Okay. Nine of Cups. And like with the Queen of Pentacles, as I was saying, this is about having, the Nine of Cups is having the gratitude for what you already have. And that can come with the Hanged Man. It's not taking action, or it's taking action by looking at something, taking a pause. The Hanged Man always gives like a meditative, but like you need to actually physically maybe lie down, or maybe, I don't know, stand on your head, or look at it from a different pose, because you're needing to take a pause in order to, and in that pause you're not doing anything. You're actually having gratitude for what you already have, the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is, he's sitting by emotional fulfillment. He's having gratitude for what he has gained. He feels, even though he doesn't have the Ten of Cups, he still has this sense of fulfillment, this joy, this pride for what he has attained. And he puts out all, in the traditional tarot, he puts out all his cups in a way of saying like, oh, look what I've achieved. So this is about having gratitude and feeling accomplished for what you have achieved right now. And as we know, with gratitude, when we practice gratitude in our everyday life, then that opens the doors to bring in more abundance, more wealth, more opportunities for growth, for replenishment. And this can be, the Hanged Man can be about replenishment. Maybe you need to take some time to hang yourself upside down, to kind of get your blood flowing to your head. But the Nine of Cups, like I said, is about having contentment, satisfaction, gratitude, and because all your wishes have come true. So let's analyze the Hanged Man with the Nine of Cups. While the Nine of Cups for you, Libra, is a card of satisfaction, contentment, and happiness, it is often referred to as the wish card. So all your manifestations, everything you want is provided for you, as we see with the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. So when this card shows up, the Nine of Cups shows up, it's a sign that you're on the right path to achieving your dreams and goals. So the message with the Hanged Man and the Nine of Cups is one that sacrifice will lead to satisfaction. So you may need to make some sacrifices in order to achieve your goals, but the end result will definitely be worth it, because you will attain all your wishes. So with the Hanged Man, the advice with the Hanged Man is to let go of something that you have been holding on too tightly. What is Libra holding on too tightly? What is Libra? Page of Swords, Two of Swords, ooh, lots of swords, and the Ten of Wands. So yeah, like I said in the beginning, what you're holding on to is your thoughts, your intellect. You might be holding on to like something has to be done the right way. But Three of Swords, you might be holding on to your suffering, your pain. You might feel that you always have to, in order to get what you want, you have to suffer through life. And we see that with the Ten of Wands. Even in the Ten of Wands is the only card I see besides the Ten of Swords that it's like a negative connotation with it. But the Ten of Wands it's basically taking on too much. It's burnout. It's too many obligations. It's taking on more than you can handle, to the point where you can't even see past the obligations. And you might actually be like, for example, you could be at your job like taking on as many things as you can in order to avoid your pain. And we're seeing in the Queen of Cups, you really need to get into your feelings, and you can't heal, you can't receive. Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. So I'm also seeing like, see the pain, let go of the pain, let go that you need to suffer, and focus on all the things that you have accomplished. Focus on all the things that you have received on your path that has led you to where you are, that gives you joy, that gives you excitement. But a Page of Swords, what you're stuck in is that mentally you're curious, you're inquisitive, so you have all these ideas and you're curious, and I feel like what you need to let go of is your thoughts. You do need to let go of the Page of Swords mentality, in that you have this restlessness. You're restless, and so the Hanged Man is needed in order to take a pause, in order to not do anything, because I feel like you have so many thoughts, you're curious about so many. The Page of Swords can be like, you have so many ideas, they're so curious about the world, about all the information, about getting all the knowledge, that they're restless, that they want to put the knowledge, the words, the information into action. But the thing is, they're still mastering their craft. They're still a Page of Swords. They're not a king yet. They're not even a knight. So you're still at a point where you're mastering your intellect. And through that mastery, it comes that we need to take a pause, that we need to restrain ourselves. We need to restrain our mind. And it doesn't come from staying busy with obligation. It comes from facing our pain through feelings and seeing how we're already abundant. You really need to take a pause with the Three of Swords and the Hanged Man. You really need to take a pause, and outside of your obligations of what everyone's asking for, all these things piling up on you. So the Page of Swords and the Three of Swords can be unsettling, because these two cards actually bring with them messages of pain, heartbreak, and difficult situations. So with the Three of Swords, this can be a breakup, betrayal, or loss of a loved one, but this pain is severe and long-lasting. But the advice with this card is definitely to confront your feelings and process those emotions in a healthy and constructive way, without that we see with the Queen of Cups. So this card indicates the need for space and time alone to grieve and heal, and maybe looking at it from a different perspective. And if you're at a point where you're at a good standing in your healing process, you might want to look at what this painful situation has actually given you. Even if it's heartbreak, loss of a loved one, or a breakup, or someone betraying you in some way, what has this breakup actually has provided for you, has given you knowledge, might have provided like a painful looking at someone or something at a different perspective that you never thought that person could be. Like, you've only seen this person in a certain light, and then when they betrayed you, it completely shifts and has that breakdown of looking at something at a different perspective. It's like a betrayal of, how could this person do this for me? And so then you are forced, through the Three of Swords and the Hangman, you are forced to then see the person authentically of how they show up, bad or good or evil or